Australia's Kitchen, where we review, Australia's best foods. And currently, the biggest craze right now is having food at home boxes. Boxes where you can, buy food, gourmet type food that you get at a restaurant, and just be able to cook it at home or have it at home. Obviously, we're all kind of quarantined at the moment, so I think this craze is quite interesting. Really interesting to see where this kind of goes. So my first kind of review will be on the bar/restaurant Mjolnir. That is a Viking themed restaurant that's been around in Melbourne and Sydney from I think around 2018. And they've got like really great decor and things like that, and a feast like this. So this box currently costed about $140, which is about $70 per person, and you can actually get it up to I think up to 10 people on their website, it says. So you've got a wide range of selection of the box and what you can buy in the box. They also do have a vegetarian option as well, but it's a Viking feast, so I'm not quite sure why you would want a vegetarian option, but that's neither here nor there. Mjolnir is located in the heart of Melbourne CBD, so they deliver to places that are at least 20 k's away from your home. Now this box actually had some assembly required for this, so you needed to cook a little bit of it beforehand. They kind of give you these instructions that you download on your phone. You get a QR code, you download it, and they give you this kind of little recipe, and they understand of how to make the recipes and things like that. I wouldn't say it's 100% foolproof. There are some things where I think they could make it a little bit more easier for people to make it completely idiot-proof. So to make this meal, you had to kind of preheat a lot of stuff that a lot of people would have at home. They do give you this little kind of instruction thing where you scan the QR code and they give you like these meals and how to cook them and how to prep them. I think that's pretty good. It makes a lot of sense of how they were making them. As a suggestion to say the best way to cook them, there are some things where it wasn't as 100% clear of, because they give these little containers and it shows you, this ingredient goes to that dish. They don't really tell you 100%. You kind of have to go off the pictures that they do give you for that type of instruction. But overall, it's relatively easy to make. I would say it does take a little bit more time to do. It is a two-person job, I would say, and this is a two-person feast. So they do give you this little drink when you go to the actual restaurants themselves. It's actually me, but this is a non-alcoholic drink. And it just basically says, take a moment to share a toast with your friends. And there is a particular way to do this. On the store as well, not only can you buy the feast, but you can buy a lot of different merch that they do have. For example, like the knives, the horn, and I bought this kind of little horn shot glass, which I thought was quite cool. So, we're gonna do a little bit of a toast here. At least to give you more than a shot, which is kind of nice. So friends, a toast to Odin, who will give us knowledge, a toast to Thor, who will give us strength, and a toast to Loki, who will make everything fun a lot of the times. Skål! That's actually good. It's kind of it's got this kind of lemon type taste to it. So this is very hard to kind of select where I'm going to go. This is kind of a very big selection of platters. So I think I'll go with the small kind of appetizers first. So these are mushrooms that we microwave, and some cheese, which is a really soft, delicate type cheese. You can tell here it's very creamy. So these are the mushrooms they gave us, and the type of cheese that they gave us is kind of this very kind of creamy texture, which I think is going to look and taste really amazing. So that is really good. It kind of has these flavors of the mushrooms and kind of this creamy texture of the cheese, like I said. And yeah, this could be a dish on itself, and I would just eat it by myself, and this is really good. So next we have these kind of broccolinis with a type of, I would say, capsicum style sauce, which looks really interesting, and it's kind of got like a charcoal look and flavor to it, it looks like. Broccoli has this type of charcoal flavor that you would obviously expect it to kind of have with this type of texture, and it's exactly what you think it would taste like. And the sauce itself, it kind of tastes like a premium type capsicum type dip, and it's really good. Like I'd love to kind of have that dip or sauce by itself or something else. I think it would really work, even with the chicken, for example. Next we have these potatoes that we kind of sprinkled kind of the milk in there, as well as some of the shallots as well. This is actually quite a hearty type food. It's thick, and I would say it's pretty filling. The potatoes aren't bad. I would say they're not the best, obviously, dish so far. Definitely the milk and everything that complements the dish, it just works really well. Next we have the fish dish, you know, a little bit of a rhyme. And this kind of looks like a really nice kind of entree type of thing. Not quite sure exactly how to eat this. It does kind of give this kind of rice cracker bread, but instead what I'm going to do is kind of cut it in half and just eat it and dip it with the bread instead. Wow, it tastes actually really great. I think the winning thing here is this cream they do have on it. The horseradish dip kind of gives this kind of boost of flavour, I'd say. So really, the horseradish brings out the flavour with the salmon as well. And yeah, I think it's an overall pretty damn good dish as well. Now let's go with the chicken, second to last dish, because obviously this is kind of the main appetite, I would say. So this is kind of a chicken, a roast type chicken with some corn and with a chicken jus on top of it. So it kind of has that kind of oily type flavour to it, very chickeny, very got that strong flavour to it. Chicken tastes are really good, and I think obviously the best you know, test for chicken is how, I guess, quote unquote moist it is. And yeah, it's definitely not dry. The jus obviously helps a lot with it, and I think this is an overall good dish, and it kind of has that good charcoaly flavour. Obviously we have this bread, and I wouldn't be remiss if I can dip this bread into any type of sauces. So like, before we even try this, I kind of want to taste the kind of juice that was in, that was packaged in. No, that's really great. I really love it. It's this kind of good meaty texture / flavour to it. That when you get it from a high quality kind of you know, meat, this is definitely the type of taste that you would definitely get, and definitely I could easily just reuse this and put it on some sort of other dish and kind of keep that good, really good flavour going. And finally, the thing that you've all been kind of waiting for, I would say, is this kind of big stack of meat. It wouldn't be a Viking feast without a big piece of meat. It has some pickle stuff going on as well, and as well as chimichurri. Even from the outset, you can kind of see how soft this thing is. It's very kind of squidgy, but in a good way. Like, as you can see here already, it's kind of soft. Like it's got the meat, it's got the bone, it's got the chimichurri and everything, it's got the sauce, and it just kind of peels off the meat. And that's kind of what you're looking for. You know, it's kind of this slow cooked type of meat, very hearty, very meaty, and I'd like to give it a try. This is obviously hands down probably the best dish, and obviously the centerpiece dish, and I completely agree with it. It has this really amazing kind of taste going on. Like I said, the sauce is quite amazing. It goes with the pickled everything, and even the chimichurri. Just everything complements each other, and it just works really well. And finally, we have the apple pie that was in the oven. Really big fan of apple pies. I love apple pies, and it comes with this chantilly cream. Yeah, it has a really good flavor to it, and obviously the cream helps it immensely. And this is kind of a really big feast. So I would say overall, is it worth kind of the $140 / $70 per person? I'd say it is. This is quite a lot of food. Definitely, if you really didn't want to cook it all in one time, you could cook it one night, you could have the meat, and the second night you could have the chicken. I can definitely see that happening as well. So that's going to be it for me. So please like, share, subscribe down below. Give me your comments and feedback on this, and tell me if you'd actually like to buy this dish as well. I'll be doing more reviews on these types of things in the future. Until next time, we'll see you.